and welcome to Whiskey Resource. My name is Mark. This is review 159 and this is the 17th blind tasting of my 18-year-old whiskey showdown. We'll go straight to it and we'll see what today brings. So the last one out was the Tomatin 18, which was positioned in 4th place. Simply by price, otherwise it could quite easily have hit 3rd place. Decent dram, certainly a bottle that if I ever see come on offer I would actually purchase. Of course, in 1st place we still have the Glenmorangie, and in 2nd place we have the Timorous Beastie. So what's today's dram offering going to be? There isn't many left in the box now. I think there's 2 whiskies that aren't 18-year-olds as kind of testers, as it were. Then there is a repeat of the Glen Scotia. See if that comes out again, because I'm not sure about a sample I had. And then I think there's 4 other 18-year-olds left in there. We'll see. Anyway, on the nose, what we've got. Well, this is say the word fruity. It's malty. It's quite spirity, but there's a decent amount of kind of herbaceous, floral notes coming off here. It's expressive, this nose. It's creamy, vanilla, caramels, chocolates, almond oil, fruits. There's not any real specifics coming off there. It's just generally a very fruity nose. I'm not detecting any peat, any smoke, that kind of thing. In terms of ABV, it's not really given an awful lot, so we're going to say it's 40%. It's a pleasant nose. It's one that you can sit and nose for a while as it opens up on the palate. There's elements of floral going on there in the palate. It's creamy, a little oily, vanilla. There is fruits, again, nothing that you can really describe as being anything specific. Malts. Yeah, there's malt there. Almost like a custard cream biscuit. But with more of a malty biscuit. The spice. The oak arrives quite soon with that bitterness. But a gentle spice comes through and it continues at the finish. The finish is quite creamy, fruity creamy. It's a pleasant thing, this one. It's not got any smoke that I can detect or any peat. Ginger, cinnamon. More ginger than the cinnamon. The cinnamon's there. In terms of cask, I think there's something else going on here beyond being an ex-bourbon. I'm getting a jammy quality to it. So I suspect that there's no sherry going on here, but probably some other wine, some other kind of wine cask, maybe a red wine. I'm enjoying this. This is a nice dram. On the palate, I want to say it's 43%. In terms of where it's from, well, what do we have left in the box? So we've got the Scotia that I said that I want to try and do a repeat of. It's not that. We've got the Glenord, we've got the Jura, we've got the 2 whiskies that aren't 18-year-old. It's not one of them, that's for certain. It doesn't match the profile at all. And then we've got a couple of cask strengths 18-year-olds in there. It's neither of them, unless that's a really well disguised cask strength. So it takes us to either the Glenord or the Jura. It's one of those 2. I've had neither. The Glenord is a combination of ex-bourbon and sherry. And the profile of the Glenord is vanilla and toffee and honey, which yeah, I'm starting to get vanilla. and honey. Not so much the honey. I could imagine the toffee. I don't know enough about what the profile of the Jura 18 is. So this could be the Jura 18. Let's move on to the one with water and we'll see what we get. Oh, that is lovely. That's lifted the that floral, herbaceous elements. There's honey coming through now. A bit of syrup of vanilla honey. Kind of got a red berry. That is a lovely nose. That is a really, really nice nose. On the palate with water, a bit of barley sugar. Don't really get that note often. But I would say that's got barley sugar. It's lifted the malts a bit more. It's increased that kind of floral elements. The red berries is there, becoming a bit more distinct. Cranberry, maybe. Blackcurrant, possibly. Maybe more red currant than blackcurrant. The bitterness has been tamed. The spice is still there. The ABV, 43. Yeah, I'm going to say it's 43. And yeah, this is a lovely whiskey. Would I buy a bottle? It's different enough. From all these 18-year-olds I've tried, it's different enough to actually be a bottle I would buy. In terms of position on the board, I'm going to have to check the league table to see where this deserves to go. I want to say it's going to be in the top half. I think this deserves to sit in the 6th place. So between Glendronach and the Lismore. Pushing the Lismore out of 6th place and 7th. This is a 6th place dram, I think. I think this is the Jura 18, and this retails for somewhere in the region of 60 to 65 pounds, depending on where you get it from. This bottle, if it is the Jura 18, I got it from the Somerton Whiskey Club, and I haven't had it yet. This is the first pour. Let's just do the reveal. I'm impressed by that. Compared to other Juras, that is, there's something different about it. And I want to say it's had a special finish, or it's had some of that kind of cask maturation beyond just ex-bourbon or maybe a sherry. So what is it? We're here. Okay, so it is the Jura 18. So the Jura 18, it retails online at Master of Malt for £67.95. There it is there. I have a bottle, as I say, I got from the Somerton Whiskey Club. It is bottled at 44% ABV, so I was close with 43. Rich and full-bodied with a quality red wine finish and refined smoky notes. I did not get smoke, but the red wine, yeah, I was saying it had some kind of a red wine influence going on there. So we'll skip the bump and say that matured for 18 years in American white oak ex-bourbon barrels, enriched by the finest red wine casks. It's rich and full-bodied with a quality red wine finish and refined smoky notes. The elegant malt is rosewood gold in colour. It will have been coloured. I'm sure of it. With warm aromas of toffee, tropical fruits and cinnamon, followed by rich black forest fruit, cranberries, red currants, black currants. Yeah, I got that. Bit of chocolate and espresso coffee on the aftertaste. Yeah. In hindsight, the bitterness and the chocolate and coffee. It does say at the bottom of the box, again in German, that it will have added colour. So there you go. That's the bottle. As you can see there, I've not drunk any other than for the samples, so I've not had an insight as to what this tastes like before this review. This is a very decent Jura, and I'm quite impressed by that. As whiskies go, Juras go. That's coloured. You can see that's coloured. So Jura, of course, is owned by Emperador. £67. Yeah, you can pick this up cheaper than that if you shop around, have a look online. Definitely worth it. It's a decent 18, and it sits in 6th place. So good one. Yeah, that's